So now I'm going to open up Logic, and of course, a couple ways to do that. So here I have the Logic software. I click on it, and as I showed you before, now it's asking me what do I want to do. And I can open up my last session, open another existing session, or create a new project from a template, or just get an empty project. So look, I'm going to open up my last project, and it'll open up pretty quickly, and we're there. That's pretty fast, right? Okay, so I've been saving the project file on my desktop, so I can also open up Logic by just clicking on that file, and that file will open up, and it'll be just as fast as before. It's pretty simple. Now, in this video, I want to talk more about the overall look and the area you're going to spend most of your time in, which is our main window. And you can see it right here, of course. We have some files here, different colors. You can see we have names here for different tracks. Well, what happens here is you can see I have this guitar delayed, and you see it's sort of highlighted here. And in its track here horizontally, you can see we have these regions. So I can just click on this region here, and that region is highlighted, and this one is highlighted. And these regions are audio. You can see here we have these samples. You can see how this waveform is right here where it goes up and down. There's a little thin line between it. And we have these little areas here, here, and here. This is an audio waveform. And you can tell it's stereo because there are two circles adjacent to the name, to the immediate right-hand side of the name. Here you can see it. And these two little circles represent a stereo audio file. If there's one circle, it would mean just a single mono audio file. Now, right below that here we have another region. See these dots and like dashes, like almost like a code. This is a MIDI region, and this is a MIDI file, a MIDI region right here. So these are soft instruments right here. This one says piano, and this is a MIDI soft instrument. So this is a MIDI region, and it's played through MIDI, like a virtual keyboard. So I can click on here, and you'll see it sort of expands out, and you'll see more of this file here. See this here? And then here, so click on here for the guitar hits, we'll see this. So this whole track here, this guitar hits here, corresponds to this part here, and then this is the audio for that part, right? So I can go to here, we'll say, and I can play it back. Can't hear it too well. I can go to here and I can solo it. So in this track setup, I have the ability to solo tracks and mute tracks. And you'll see that right here. I have this M. I can mute a track. I can solo that track. I can't do both at the same time, obviously. But you can see that there. And here, these are soft instruments that are instruments I explained before that are actually inside of Logic. And so we can go to here. We can record. See, it's record enable. This is record enable and record enabled right here as well. Now on the same track, we have a volume setting. So I can raise or lower the volume for that instrument that's on that track. For example, this is the guitar hits here. This is soloed now. If I play it back and we're going to hear it, I can change the level by or raising it or lowering it. So I'll bring it down and bring it back down again and stop it. Now I can see this audio file here, and you notice it looks kind of small actually. I'm going to click on this part here, our track here, and I can probably expand it just a little bit right there, and I can see it a little bit better, right, the audio region. But right here you'll notice too that, let's see, I click here, and if I click here, I only see one level. But I can go to here, grab this little button here, and I can squash it down or make it larger. So I can see that audio file much, much better if I want to see a little bit more and get a better look of what audio is on that track. Now I can do this overall within the track grid here where I have these channels here for each track, right? So we can go to here in the upper right hand corner and I can horizontally zoom in. So I'm zooming in now to that one region. You can see there actually the entire session where we have all the tracks, right? And that's the horizontal zoom button we have here. We also have a vertical zoom button, which I can go to here and I can vertically zoom. So now we can see the full stereo of this entire track. Now if I go back down, we only see just one file, right? But if you open it up wider, you'll see both sides of the stereo field, which is kind of cool. This also can be done by just clicking on Command and use up and down arrows. So I'm going to go down, I'm going to go up, and then down. I can just hold it there and it expands the entire track view. I can also do that by holding down Command, and my left and right arrows will do the horizontal zoom. Now it's easy to go from the beginning to the end of your track view. So I can hit my return button and it takes me right back to the top. I press Command now and I want to zoom in horizontally, and we hit the space bar to play and stop. If I want to go back to the top, I press return.